Hello, 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 Love Revolution beloveds. I love the Love Revolution series. I love getting to interview amazing friends. Listen, I have friends all over the country and all over the world, and they come to me because they are in such alignment with Love Revolution. They are in such alignment with 8 billion people loving 8 billion people. And you are not gonna find another love bug as sweet and kind as Diane. I mean, she is just
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. So she and I met through a networking group called NRG. And y'all have heard me say before, I'm the chief love officer for NRG. And it truly is based on the law of attraction. And when you hear Diane's story and how she's infusing her personal life and her professional life with love, it's really, really powerful. So, Diane, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Elizabeth. It's an honor and just lovely to see you.
Oh, such a delight, such a delight. So I'm going to open it the way I always do, which is just share with our audience, how do you infuse your personal life and your professional life with love? And then we'll go from there.
Well, I'll tell you, when you come from a family that's chaotic, you grow up in chaos, and then you tend to have chaos, often in the work world and in building your own adult life,
Mm.
then you get to choose every day whether you're going to infuse that with more chaos through anger, frustration, and demands,
Mm.
or if you're going to infuse it with love, patience, and acceptance and forgiveness.
Yes.
And that was not an overnight success for me when I understood that and started applying it. I'm not saying that I have been able to do that my entire life, but after my first marriage dissolved and I was still very young, early 20s, and then 13 years later, I remarried and accepted three little people into my home and my life.
Mm.
This blended family with other adults that thought differently than me um, was complicated. It was
Yeah.
very complicated.
Yeah.
And so I had to choose then with these beautiful little three little girls, 2, 4, and 7, and a 13-year-old of my own, to um, try to instill in them something different than
Yes.
what the rest of the world would teach them.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that was my training ground. Was this, adding those three little girls to my life was my training ground to infuse love, acceptance, forgiveness, and lower expectations
Yeah.
because they're little people.
Yes.
And being, excuse me, in a professional world where I was building a sales team across the nation, they too um, had to be allowed room to fail forward instead of fail and go away.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know, everybody deserves
Hmm.
that kind of support and help when they're
Exactly.
building a career.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. It's so powerful all that you're saying. So, my counselor, my therapist is Leith McHugh, and she often says and will remind me I get to choose the narrative. And that's what you said, it's a choice. And that's so powerful because you and I were talking earlier about reticular activation system. So what we
Yes.
look for, we find. And the more we look for it, the more we find it. And the more we're intent on finding it, the more we do find it. And so if you're looking for hearts, for example, which is what I do, where's your heart sighting every single day? If you're looking for opportunities to be loving, you can find it.
That's right.
And so the
That's
fact
right.
that you brought these three little angels into your life and said, I'm going to show up in the best possible way that I can in love, which is that agape love, that unconditional love, which
Right.
is and when I talk about leading with love, love stands for letting others voluntarily evolve and letting ourselves
Mhm.
voluntarily evolve. Because thank goodness Elizabeth of 2025 is not the same Elizabeth of 2020 or of 2015 or whatever. And so hopefully many of us are, intently evolving in a positive way that we want to go. So,
Yes.
so
Amen to that.
talk about the your role as both an author and a help detox strategist.
So that's been a monumental shift in my professional career, because it's no longer a professional career, it's a heart mission
Mm,
that was designed for
yes.
me. Not anything, I mean, Elizabeth, I didn't wake up and want to be a nurse, a researcher, a scientist, or a doctor ever in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit of all of those
Of all of
things.
those. Yeah.
Yes. And the reason is because my blood daughter, my precious girl, called me at age 42 and said, Mom, I don't want to live anymore. I can't do this anymore. Excuse me. She was on 26 medications a day under doctor's orders and was in so much pain, hadn't been able to work for 6 years. It was terrible. So I went to my knees and I asked for help, and I got led to a non-toxic product that is bioidentical to the way the body produces energy.
Wow. Wow.
Excuse me, I'm going to take a little.
Sure.
In every cell, Elizabeth, 75 trillion of them in our body, there's an energy plant.
Mhm.
And in our brain cells, there's multiple energy plants in every cell. And those energy plants produce cell signaling molecules. And when they get damaged and don't work anymore,
Mm.
then we have a problem. And
Mhm.
just with age alone, we have a problem. So this woman's, I went to my knees, asked for help with my daughter. And that afternoon, I get a call about these cell signaling molecules.
Wow.
And it just sounded so good to be true, just too good to be true. So
Yeah.
I passed. And the very next day, I'm on the floor again, just begging God for some help, not being terribly reverent about it. And he said, I told you yesterday. So
Mm.
that started my mission to understand these molecules. Would they help me? They did. Would they help her? They did. And I was in such awe and amazement of understanding how biologically the body works, physiologically,
Mm.
the chemistry of how the cells. I was just so baffled by all that, and it was all new, not anything I learned in any of my schooling, and understanding how nutrition, hydration, rest, stress, movement, all of those things play
Yes.
into our health. Food is medicine. Um, Copped quite an attitude over time about the medical complex because of everything that prescribe, what's in those prescriptions, the ingredients in those medications from big pharma are keeping people sick. So all of this new education, and like you, I'm a consummate learner, and so this was all fascinating to me.
Mhm.
About 18 months into this journey with my daughter, I said, okay, well, if this product, this cellular product is helping with inflammation and getting all this stuff out of her system, what causes the inflammation in the first place?
Mhm.
And that's when the Lord showed me it was the pills, poisons, and parasites.
Mm. Mm.
And so I went down that journey. And to go to the end of this story, Elizabeth, my daughter is med free, gainfully employed, has her brain back, and is just doing marvelous. And it's all because we took a systematic approach to every pill. What's in it? Do we need doctor's help to come off of it? Can we do it on our own? And continuing to put in non toxic things that support the body's ability to heal itself, because that's what we were designed to do by
Yeah.
the master creator, is to heal ourselves.
Yeah.
So in that process, with over 100 plus people that I've walked from couch potato, and that's not an ugly term, that's just a fact of their life. They were not able to get off the couch for 20 some years, some of them.
Mm, mm.
And to be able to walk with them, to take first steps, to be able to lift their arms and dance again, to be able to really get back into the game of life,
Yes.
that is, there's nothing more rewarding for me. And it's such an honor
Yes, it is. Yes.
to walk alongside
Yes.
someone like,
I say yes it is because I get the honor to walk alongside people, but I've seen you, Diane. I've seen you walk alongside people. I've seen you at NRG be such an amazing cheerleader and encourager and supporter, and you truly are a love bug. Like when you show up on the screen, then love is there. And
thank
it's
you.
just so evident. Tell me about the book behind you, because I see that you're also an author. Did you write that book? I love books. I love reading other people's work. I love, as you said, learning. So tell me about the book.
This book, Let It, The Body Can Heal Itself Given the Proper Environment. I
Mm,
co-authored it with Priscilla Ledbetter. And Priscilla and I took down and broke the steps down for people to get started in changing their life,
okay.
in understanding what's keeping them sick. And so this is the basics about the how the body works,
Mm,
the 5 pillars of health, which is the nutrition, hydration, rest, stress, and movement. It allows you to set goals, reminds you not to make them so big that you will miss them, because we have this psyche about, I don't want to set a goal because I might fail. Just tiny steps,
yeah.
right? Let's just take tiny steps. There's room to write those things down. But this is really and it also incorporates mental, emotional, and spiritual.
Yes.
So, because we're all, physical is just one piece of
Right.
us,
Right.
so
Right.
that it helps us take steps to get started with each of those pieces one at a time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then the second book I'm working on is called Pills, Poisons, and Parasites, which I'm doing on my own. And it will really dig deeper into the different kinds. I mean, bugs are fascinating. The worms, people really need to pay attention to the parasites that are in our body while we're standing up, not the ones that come in our casket when we're under the ground,
Mm-hmm.
because we just aren't there anyway. But the ones that are in us right now are underlying of every symptom, every disease we've got. And so this book is going to really point out and include the science
Mm-hmm.
of why that's not just fantasy and conjecture. There's reality behind that. And it's been hidden. It's been hidden from also the people that really went into the medical complex to do good for people.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
It's been hidden from them as well.
Yeah. Well,
The
I love to help launch books. So when you're at the point of assembling a launch team, then definitely add me to it,
Thank
and
you.
be delighted to put this out into the world. So I see the QR code there. If folks want to get in
Yes.
touch with you, is it that QR code, or is that just for the book?
No, that's for
Everything.
me, and
Okay,
it's
good.
got everything in it. Yeah.
Good, 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 good. And so for those that, maybe they're on YouTube, but maybe they're on their phone or something like that, and they can't do the QR code, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
So texting me is brilliant at 206-419-9447. Or
Excellent.
if email is better for you, Diane Rossow, all one word, no spaces, Diane Rossow at protonmail.com. That's
Love it.
protonmail.com.
Love it. Love it. Love it. As I said, you are a love bug. I appreciate you. I love you dearly. I
Mm,
am so delighted that we had this time together. I'm so delighted that you shared just a tiny little snippet of your story. I'm so delighted that your daughter is doing so amazingly well.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you. Thank
you.
you for sharing it with us.
And I just appreciate the time. I know that you are doing amazing things, and I look forward to what we do together in the
Amen
future.
to that. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. All right, Love Revolution beloveds. That is another Love Revolution interview, and what a delight and joy it was. So, for those of you that are interested, hop on my calendar and let's get your story out there. Diane, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
All right, beloved. See you next time. Bye bye.